How good are you at retrieving a jig? This is In Through the Outdoors, and I'm your guide, Chasen Walter. Maybe I should say, are you confident in retrieving a jig? Spring is a great time to cast jigs, and it's a great way to catch walleye, but there's more to casting your jig out there and reeling it back in. That's how I used to do things until my buddy Louie pointed out that I needed practice, and I was using way too heavy a jig. Well, if you're heavy-handed like I am, if I don't use a 3/8 ounce jig, I really can't tell whether my jig's on the bottom or not. So I just cast it out there and reel it back in and hope a walleye reacts to it and bites it. So I came up with a technique to help practice retrieving lighter jigs. The most important for me was a medium light rod with an ultra-fast tip. I'd carefully tap that tip on the store floor until I found a rod that gave me the confidence in what I was feeling from the tip to the handle. Then I took some of those floating worms the bass guys use, cut them in half, and threaded them onto my jig. I do prefer an aspirin jig, but it really doesn't matter what kind of jig you use. It's the weight that matters. Mastering the 1/4 ounce jig is the goal. The floating worm allows me to use a 3/8 ounce jig to practice maintaining contact on the bottom, and the floating worm helps that 3/8 ounce jig act more like a 1/4 ounce jig. Again, practice, practice, practice. Keep an eye on your line too. If you struggle retrieving a jig when casting, give it a try, and maybe it'll help you like it helped me. I'm Chasen Walter, and that's In Through the Outdoors. Find more on Spotify and chasenwalter.com. Thanks for listening. The Kuiu outlet is the perfect place to score a deal on hunting gear you need. From camo to hunting clothes to high-tech equipment, find gear deals on all essentials online at chasenwalter.com, and you can save 20, 30, 40% or more right now. I'd love it if you follow In Through the Outdoors on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Instagram. Download the podcast, and if you enjoy newsletters, subscribe to the Caster for original ITTO content and outdoor news at chasenwalter.com.